仲間の数と配置は知らない。
Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 12? Yeah, Episode 12, Dull Knife. And last episode, Toji's back. Was facing the grandson. He turned into Toji, and then Toji was pummeling him to death. And now, in my mind, I'm thinking Ino was already dead. So, there's that. And then you had Yuuji and Megumi facing the other person. They defeated him. He had this technique called some kind of reverse technique where if you punch him too hard, that it minimizes the damage, I guess. But when the punch or whatever is small, then the damage is big. And they were able to defeat him. So yeah. Now I'm thinking, is Megumi gonna face Toji? Like, are those two gonna face Toji from now on? Like I said, I'm already assuming that Inu's dead. I don't want to believe he's dead, but I feel like he's dead. Especially after they took off his mask, which he needs to have that mask on before he can summon those beasts and whatnot. And they took the mask off. So he can summon the beef. The beef. The beasts. And it's Toji, he was punching him to death. So it's like, there was all this blood that was, I don't know, we'll see. So that was what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelme. And now let's start this episode. Here we go. I want to first talk about Toji. Okay? Because last episode, thank goodness, was okay. He's still alive. Because I had completely written him off last episode. I'm like, this dude is dead. Okay? So I'm glad that he's alive. Okay. And then I was talking last episode about the fact that, first of all, I was wondering, what's the state of Toji being here? Is the grandson just using his body, or is it like, Toji, the real Toji being back with his own thoughts and stuff, and it was both. It was both of those things, because the grandma, apparently, when she uses her seance and whatnot, she just uses the person that she's summoning or whatever, their body information. She doesn't want to touch the soul information, so that what happened this episode never happened. Doesn't happen. But Toji is different. So he said his body just basically took over the soul of the grandson, and now it's like Toji is like really back. So it's like, I was expecting Toji and Megumi to face each other, It didn't happen this episode, but the fact that the real Toji is actually back, it means that, at least to me, it means that that's gonna happen. Like, him and Megumi are gonna meet face to face, and they're gonna talk. I cannot wait to see that happen. Okay, and he killed the Baba, so good riddance. Fail. Well, Yuuji and Megumi were talking after they defeated that dude. Did they even say the dude's name? They might have. I don't remember them saying his name, but either way, they defeated him, and then they were. Megumi wanted to use him to learn more information or whatnot about what's happening, but I think they weren't gonna be able to do that. And then what were they trying to do? And then Megumi noticed I think he mentioned something about going back to Ino or something, and then he noticed Ino falling and whatnot, and then they went after him, and then they caught him, and then they said that Ino was like he's hurt really bad, but he's not dead. So awesome, because I'm like, if he had died, I don't even want to believe, especially when you see the way Nanami acted this episode. Whew. So Megumi was like, okay, we need. Well, at first, Yuji wanted to go after the Baba and the grandson because they're the one that were facing him when he fell and all of that. He was on this sort of like anger, revenge mode. But then Megumi told him, stop it. You need to focus. Like the main goal is to free Gojo. So he just took a deep breath and he's like, okay. And then Megumi said that he was going to take Ino-san, get him out of the veil and everything so that they could take care of him and all of that. And Yuji decided to go straight to where Gojo was, keep going. And he kept going and kept going and kept going. And then he wound up facing, what's his face? I have his name down somewhere. The cursed one, older brother, Choso. He wound up facing Choso, and Choso, he wants to kill him because of what they did to his siblings and whatnot. And yeah, he wants to kill both Nobara and Yuji, but this particular case, it's just Yuji. Now I wonder if Nobara is gonna somehow get involved in it because, wow. When the hand dude stabbed Ijichi so many times, and I'm like, is he dead? I knew Nanami was making his way there, but I'm like, okay, is he dead? Is he not dead? Is Nanami gonna find him early enough to save him? I was asking myself those questions. And you see Nanami go up there. When they started this episode, Nanami was saying something about how he usually doesn't let things bother him. He just, when bad things happens, he just accepts it as, that's how the world is. He doesn't let it, and all of that. And then he comes upon Ijichi on the floor there. And I knew things was about to go down after the way they started the episode, and he was seeing all those things, and he sees the body. He sees Ijichi. So I'm like, things are about to go down. So when he started carrying Ijichi around, that's when I'm like, okay, so he must be okay, right? Because if he was dead, why would you be carrying him? Like it felt like he was carrying him to somewhere so that they can take care of him, So I'm thinking, okay, Ijichi's okay. And then you have the hand dude coming upon, well, at first there's so many moving parts in this episode. Okay, you had Nobara with I forgot her name. They called her many times in this episode, but I didn't write her name down. With the other assistant and Maki. And then the old dude that's not really doing anything. And then Maki told Nobara to take her and the assistant to go out there to Ijichi, because Ijichi was on the phone with the assistant, and that's when he got stabbed, so they knew something was wrong. And Maki was sending those two there, right? And as they were making their way there, that's when the hand guy came upon them. And then he just started... Nobara was trying to use her nails on him, but she was missing. And then he let go of his hand thingy with the sword, and that was walking toward the assistant that was trying to get out of the station and out of the veil and all of that. And then he just like sliced her legs, her ankles, so she couldn't move, she couldn't run anymore. And then she just like, when he started stabbing her, at first it was the butt, and then like the thighs, and like multiple times. That's just, it felt like it was stabbing me, so I could not stand it. And Nobara was trying to stop him with her nails and stuff. She launched the nail at one point into the ceiling, and then the thing was collapsing onto the dude, but the dude was just like here, not moving or anything. The thing was not falling on him. I'm like, what kind of technique do you have? And then at one point he just used the hand and like punched Nobara, and that sort of like affected her brain and whatnot, like her mobility and all that. She was disoriented. She fell on the floor. She couldn't really, she was having a hard time like speaking. And then she's like, okay, I need to buy time. And he was asking this dude like basically why he was doing these things. And the guy didn't really have an explanation. He just likes killing people, I guess. And nobody couldn't really do anything against him, you know. And then you see Nanami walking. You just see his legs. You see him walking, so you know he's coming to help, right? And then he just shows up when the dude was about to attack Nobara. Either way, he just like burst into the wherever they were. And the look on his face, I'm like, oh, this guy is pissed. This guy is pissed. And he took off his collar, whatever, tie. He took off his tie, like wrapped it around his fist. And I'm like, oh, man. Because when he was facing Mahito, when he took off the gun, that's when he was going overtime. But it didn't feel like he was going overtime. He was just pissed. Okay. And I feel like the tie is also might be some kind of tool for him. No, like it's just not a normal tie. That's what I feel like. And then he just wrapped it around his his hand, and punched this dude. He told him like how many there were his comrades or whatnot. The guy's like, I don't know, and they punched him. He goes, am I dead? Am I dead? If it wasn't for my technique, I would be dead. I still don't know what his technique is. What the heck is his technique? Okay. And like Nanami was pissed, man. He was so pissed. I just had there's something about when you see like mild-mannered people that don't give a care, like that don't show emotion either one way or the other, that are just like not blank, but like not sort of one note, but people that don't really show emotions like that. When you see them display the level of emotion that they've never displayed before, it's like, like I was shocked at how pissed off he was and how easily he beat this dude, man. He used his 7/3, like his technique, when you find a weak point or whatever, you have the ruler and then the 7 whatever. That's where he punched or he cuts. Either way, he used that on the dude, and like I said, the dude would have died had it not been for his technique, whatever that is. And he kept asking the dude the same question, like, give me the info that I need. The dude, I don't know nothing. And then he was about to use the hand was walking its way toward Nanami was about to like stab him from behind or whatnot. But then Nobara was there. She used her nails to fasten the thing onto a wall or something or other like that. I don't know. And then the guy was there like read the room. Yeah, she read the room, right? And she did what she had to do, and they punched him. So man, I was so glad when he punched that dude, man. He kept punching that dude. Like he got on my nerves so much. And he punched him. The final punch, it was like through multiple walls all the way somewhere out there. Hopefully the dude is dead, because I don't want to see him anymore. I feel like he'll be dead, but then you never know, And after he defeated him, he told the assistant and Nobara to stay where they were, and that he was gonna go after Gojo, go down to the level where Geto is and Gojo has been sealed and all of that. And nobody wanted to go with him, but it's like, no, you're not going, because the level of the sorcerers, like the basic level of sorcerer, like him being grade 1 is the minimum level required that you need. Why am I not saying this properly? That you need to be grade 1 or more, or special grade, before you go down there, and nobody's not at that level yet. So he's like, no, you're staying here. So when Yuuji was, I don't quite know. I'm sure if I went to the episode again and look at the, how they were displaying where people are or in the time and all that. I'm sure if I go through it again, I can probably figure out where Yuuji is compared to where Nobara is, and see if maybe they might, like Nobara might join up with Yuuji in his fight against Choso. But I don't feel like doing that, and I don't know. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Now you have Mei Mei. The way she was walking in the episode, like with her giant sword or what weapon, and just walking like she was on a runway or something. And telling her story and all of that was just so cool and weird. And there's a crazy, like I said, I mentioned it during the reaction, there's a craziness in Mei Mei, there's a craziness in Gojo, there's a craziness in Mei Mei. Like I saw her being like her crazy eyes and all of that, all the things that she was saying. Then I remember when I think it was when Gojo was trying to when he recruited Yuuji and whatnot. It was during one of those early episodes that he mentioned, or was it him or was it the principal? It's either Gojo or the principal, one of them, that was saying to Yuuji that you needed to have a screw loose, to be a Jujutsu sorcerer. And when all the things she was saying, the look in her eyes and all that, I'm like, yeah, she has a screw loose. And she defeated that curse user? I think it was a curse user, right? Defeated that person, and then she was making her way down there, and then she met up with Geto, and I'm like, oh. And that's when I started feeling afraid for her in particular. But the fact that Geto just like summoned a curse, and he said that if you defeat that curse, then, I'll meet you down there or whatever. Then I felt better, Because I feel like if it was Mei Mei against Geto, I don't see Geto losing that easily. Even though Mei Mei is strong, Because I feel like Geto is not someone that's going to be easily defeated. I feel like I might be wrong, but I feel like he's one of those characters that are gonna last in the anime. Maybe he's gonna be there until the show ends. Maybe he's gonna die during the final episodes. Either way, I don't know. I just see him as that kind of character. So when what I thought Mei Mei and him were gonna face each other, I'm like, I feel bad. I feel afraid for Mei Mei. But because it was a curse that he summoned, and when Mei Mei is facing that curse, then I felt better about it. And then that curse used a domain expansion, and then at first she was trapped in a coffin, but then she broke herself out, and then she was like, how many years has it been that I've felt my life being threatened or something, or I don't know. She doesn't seem like she's worried about it, so I'm not gonna be worried about it either. What else happened this episode? I don't think there's anything else. Oh my gosh, I was just sort of scrolling through real quick, and then I saw Toji again. I cannot wait. Like, you guys don't know how much I'm looking forward to an interaction between Toji and Megumi. Like, I'm really looking forward to that. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait for that to happen. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. And you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. I love you, baby. You're wrong, do you know you are my special, real special.